fog hangs heavy over the Kasserine Pass. It is February 1943, the 14th day. Tunisia, North Africa. The desert is cold. Not the Hollywood desert. Not the Lawrence of Arabia desert. The real desert, where nights freeze, where mornings fog, where men die from cold as easily as from heat, from bullets as easily as from thirst. The fog is thick. Visibility 20 meters. Maybe less. You cannot see your hand at arm's length. Cannot see the enemy. Cannot see death. Until too late. Until it arrives. Until it kills. The smell is of diesel exhaust and gun oil and unwashed men in fear. Always fear. Chemical. Physical. Real. Not imagined. Not psychological. Biological. The body knows death approaches. Releases hormones. Prepares. Fight or flight. Except there is no flight. Not in war. Not in orders. Not when commanding officer says stand. Says hold. Says die if necessary. Then you stand. You hold. You die. Orders. Always orders. The sound is artillery. Distant. Muffled by fog. By distance. By fear. German 88s. The best artillery. The most feared artillery. Dual purpose. Anti-tank. Anti-aircraft. Anti-everything. They fire high velocity. Flat trajectory. Armor piercing. When 88 hits tank, tank dies. Explodes. Crew dies. Instantly. No survivors. No escape. No mercy. Americans fear 88s. More than infantry. More than panzers. More than Luftwaffe. The 88 is death. Precise death. Unavoidable death. Inevitable death. The explosions are rhythmic. Methodical. German efficiency. German precision. German death. Every 30 seconds. Another shell. Another explosion. Another American position destroyed. Another squad gone. Another dozen men. Dead. Missing. Vaporized. Gone. At forward command post. 3 kilometers behind front lines. Too close. Way too close. But general needs to be close. Needs to see battle. Needs to command directly. Needs to control. Micromanage. Prove something. To someone. To himself. To history. Brigadier General Harold Thompson sits behind field desk. Folding desk. Canvas and wood. Brought from States. Personal item. Symbol. Of civilization. Of order. Of control. In middle of chaos. In middle of war. In middle of desert. The desk is covered with maps. Tactical maps. Operational maps. Intelligence maps. All wrong. All outdated. All lies. Not deliberately. Just fog of war. Information lag. Reality versus reports. Always different. Always delayed. Always deadly. Thompson studies maps. Obsessively. Constantly. Like answers are there. Like reality is there. Like truth is there. It is not. Truth is forward. Truth is fog. Truth is men dying. Because of these maps. Because of these orders. Because of him. Thompson is 52 years old. Old for combat commander. Most are 40. 45. But Thompson has connections. West Point class of 1913. Same class as Bradley. Different trajectory. Bradley became Army Group Commander. Thompson became Brigadier General. 1 star. Assistant Division Commander. Second in command. Not commander. The difference eats him. Consumes him. He should be higher. Should command division. Should command corps. Should command everything. He has education. Has experience. Has pedigree. Father was colonel. Grandfather was general. Great-grandfather fought Civil War. Military aristocracy. American nobility. He deserves command. Full command. Top command. Not assistant. Not second. Not almost. He will prove it. Today. This battle. This attack. This moment. He will succeed. Will defeat Rommel. Will win glory. Will earn second star. Will become legend. Will become what he always knew himself to be. Great. Historic. Immortal. His operations officer warns. Colonel James Peterson, 46 years old, combat veteran, Great War, Below Wood, Chateauguay, Purple Heart, Silver Star. He knows war, knows death, knows stupidity. He sees it now, in Thompson's eyes, in Thompson's plan, in Thompson's orders. He says, General, the intelligence reports are clear. German armor is concentrated at Kasserine. At least 2 Panzer divisions, maybe more, Tiger tanks, Panthers, Panzer IVs, hundreds. Our forces are insufficient. We have 1 armor battalion, Sherman's, 37 tanks, against hundreds. The odds are impossible. We should withdraw, consolidate, wait for reinforcements, wait for better intelligence, wait for better odds. Thompson dismisses. Says, Peterson, you are operations officer, not intelligence officer, not commanding officer. Not me. I make decisions. I assess risks. I accept consequences. We attack as ordered, as planned, as necessary. Peterson tries again. General, our tanks are inferior. Sherman armor is inadequate. Sherman guns are inadequate against Tigers, against Panthers. We will be slaughtered. Please, reconsider. Delay. Save lives. Thompson's voice hardens. Is ice. Is steel. Is final. Colonel, you have your orders. Attack at 0600. Take Kasserine. Destroy German forces. That is the mission. That is your job. Execute. Or I will find someone who will. Dismissed. The intelligence officer warns. Lieutenant Colonel Robertson, 40 years old, career intelligence, 15 years, expert, professional, cautious, too cautious Thompson thinks, always warning, always predicting disaster, always covering himself. Chun briefs, shows aerial reconnaissance photos, German positions, tank concentrations, artillery emplacements, defensive preparations. Everything screams trap. Screams ambush, screams death. He says, General, the Germans are waiting. They know we are coming. Radio intercepts, aerial observation, agents. They always know. They have positioned armor in kill zones, in defilade, hull down positions. We will not see them until too late, until we are in range, until they fire, until we die. Our intelligence estimates 200 German tanks. Maybe 300, against our 37. 8-1 odds. Minimum, probably worse. This is not battle. This is execution. This is massacre. Please, I am begging. Cancel attack. Withdraw. Wait. Thompson stands. Meeting over. Lieutenant Colonel, your assessment is noted and rejected. German strength is exaggerated. Always exaggerated. Intelligence always overestimates, always assumes worst. Reality is different. Germans are weak, depleted, retreating. We will break through. We will pursue. We will destroy. Attack proceeds. 0600 hours. Dismissed. Even Chaplain warns. Captain Michael O'Reilly, 50 years old, too old for combat, but volunteered, felt called, felt needed, felt duty. He has ministered to these men, heard confessions, given sacraments, buried dead, too many dead, 43 so far, in 6 weeks, 43 boys, 19, 20, 22, dead, because war, because orders, because Thompson. He speaks to Thompson, not officially, man to man, soul to soul, father to son. He says, a herald, I have served with these men. I have prayed with them. I have buried them. And I am telling you, this attack is wrong. Everything about it is wrong. The timing, the intelligence, the odds, everything. The men know it. They feel it. This is a bad one. The final one. For many, for most, for too many. Please, for love of God, for sake of these boys, cancel, delay, reconsider. Thompson's face hardens. Offense taken. Chaplain, I respect your position, your faith, your calling, but do not presume to counsel me on military matters, on tactical decisions, on strategic imperatives. You tend souls. I tend war. Each to his role. Attack proceeds. Pray for victory. Pray for America. But do not question my command. O'Reilly leaves. Heart heavy. Will pray. For men. For attack. For Thompson. For mercy. For souls. For all. He will document. In journal. Private journal. His warnings. His pleas. His predictions. Journal will survive. Will be found. After battle. After bodies counted. After investigation. After court-martial. After truth. Evidence. Proof. That everyone warned. Everyone knew. Everyone tried. And Thompson refused. The attack begins. 0600 hours. February 14th, 1943. Valentine's Day. Irony noted. Day of love. Day of hearts. Day of death. 37 Sherman tanks. M4A1 Shermans. Gasoline engines. Riveted armor. 75mm guns. Good tanks. For 1942. Inadequate for 1943. Against Tigers. Against Panthers. Against German experience. The Shermans advance. Through fog. Cannot see. Navigation by compass. By dead reckoning. By prayer. Tank commanders standing in turrets. Heads exposed. Trying to see. Trying to navigate. Trying to lead. Trying not to die. Cannot see 10 meters. Cannot see terrain. Cannot see Germans. Cannot see death. Until it arrives. The pass narrows. Steep hills both sides. Natural funnel. Natural kill zone. Natural death trap. Germans chose well. Germans always choose well. Professional. Experienced. Deadly. The Shermans advance. Bunched. Too close together. Poor spacing. Poor discipline. Poor training. American Army in 1943. Still learning. Still adapting. Still dying. While learning, the Germans fire. First shot. 0617 hours. Tiger tank. Hidden. Hull down position. Invisible in fog. 88mm gun. Armor-piercing round. Range 800 meters. Perfect shot. Lead Sherman. Hit. Turret. Penetration. Ammunition detonates. Explosion. Massive. Orange fireball. Black smoke. Sherman turret flies. 20 feet up. 30. Lands 50 meters away. Crew dead. Instantly. Vaporized. Burned. Gone. No remains. No bodies. No identification. Just dust. Just ash. Just gone. Second shot. 3 seconds later. Second Sherman. Same result. Explosion. Death. Gone. Third shot. Fourth shot. Fifth shot. Methodical. Precise. Efficient. German. The American column panics. Some tanks stop. Some reverse. Some try to maneuver. Cannot see. Cannot coordinate. Cannot survive. Just die. The Germans have perfect visibility. Above fog. Positions elevated. Looking down. Into kill zone. Into Americans. Into targets. They fire. Reload. Fire. Reload. Fire. Machine-like. Industrial. Killing. By 6:30-20 tanks are destroyed. Burning. Smoking. Cooking off. Ammunition exploding. Fuel burning. Crews dead. Some crews bail out. Escape burning tanks. Run. Into fog. Into machine gun fire. German infantry positions. Hidden. Waiting. They fire. MG-42S. 1,200 rounds per minute. Ripping. Tearing. Shredding. Escaping tankers. No chance. No mercy. No survivors. They die. In fog. In mud. In blood. Alone. Screaming. Crying. Calling for mothers. For God. For mercy. For death. Anything. To stop pain. To end suffering. To finish dying. But death is slow. Death is patient. Death takes time. 17 tanks remain. They withdraw, retreat, rout. Every tank for itself. No formation, no discipline, no leadership, just survival, just escape, just run. The Germans pursue, not tanks, infantry with Panzerfausts, magnetic mines, grenades. They hunt systematically, professionally, efficiently. More Shermans die. 11 more. Burning wrecks, dotting pass, marking retreat, marking defeat, marking catastrophe. 6 Shermans escape. 6 out of 37. 84% losses. Catastrophic losses. Unit destruction. Combat ineffective. Gone. Thompson receives reports. Initially confused. Radio traffic chaotic. Panicked. Contradictory. Then clear. Too clear. Brutally clear. Attack failed. Battalion destroyed. 31 tanks lost. 227 men. Dead. Wounded. Missing. Captured. Gone. 84% casualties. In 30 minutes. In one battle. In one catastrophic order. Thompson stares. Cannot comprehend. Cannot process. Cannot accept. This was not supposed to happen. Intelligence said Germans weak. Said depleted. Said retreating. Intelligence lied. Or Thompson heard what he wanted. Believed what he wanted. Ordered what he wanted. Despite warnings. Despite evidence. Despite truth. Now men dead. Battalion destroyed. Career ended. Legacy ruined. Everything gone. Because pride. Because ambition. Because refusal to listen. To warnings. To intelligence. To reality. Investigation begins. Immediately. Army investigators. Inspector General. They arrive. Interview survivors. Tank commanders. Crewmen. Infantrymen. Everyone. Stories consistent. Unanimous. Damning. Attacked into trap. Outnumbered. Outgunned. Outmaneuvered. Massacred. Because orders. Because Thompson. Because catastrophic leadership. Investigators interview staff. Peterson. Chun. O'Reilly. Others. Collect reports. Warnings given. Intelligence presented. Advice offered. All documented. All time-stamped. All ignored. By Thompson. Deliberately. Arrogantly. Fatally. Evidence overwhelming. Undeniable. Damning. Thompson ignored warnings. Dismissed intelligence. Rejected advice. Ordered attack. Despite everything. Despite everyone. Despite truth. 227 men died. Because one man's order. Because pride. Because ego. Because stupidity. Official report written. Classified. Top secret. By Colonel William Harrison. Inspector General Representative. 48 years old. Career investigator. Impartial. Professional. Thorough. His report is devastating. Is meticulous. Is undeniable. Details warnings ignored. Intelligence dismissed. Casualties incurred. Families destroyed. Futures ended. Recommends court-martial. For negligence. For reckless endangerment. For dereliction of duty. For everything. Evidence supports. Testimony supports. Justice demands. Thompson should face court-martial. Should be convicted. Should be punished. Should serve as warning. To others. To future commanders. That ignoring warnings has consequences. That pride kills. That men's lives matter. Report submitted. To General Eisenhower. To decision. To politics. Eisenhower reads. Understands. Agrees. Thompson should be court-martialed. Should be punished. Should be example. But considerations. Political considerations. Morale considerations. Public relations considerations. Court-martialing general. American general. For attacking Germans. Sets bad precedent. Creates bad optics. Implies command is weak. Implies army is incompetent. Implies something wrong. Cannot do that. Not now. Not during war. Not publicly. So compromise. Quiet compromise. Political compromise. Thompson relieved. of command, immediately, quietly, returned to states. Training command, teaching, away from combat, away from men, away from decisions, away from death. Career over, quietly, permanently, completely, but not court-martial, not public disgrace, not official condemnation, just relief, just reassignment, just ended. The report classified, top secret, buried in archives for 70 years, cannot be revealed, cannot be published, cannot be known until 2013, until declassification, until historians discover, until families learn, until truth emerges. The declassified report is explosive. Peterson's warnings, documented, time-stamped, ignored. Chen's intelligence, accurate, prophetic, dismissed. O'Reilly's pleas, heartfelt, moral, rejected. All there, all proven, all vindicated. 70 years late, but vindicated. Historians publish, media reports, families respond. Descendants of 227, now elderly, some dead, but children alive, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. They learn, finally, why grandfather died, why uncle never returned, why family photo has gap. Because one man, one general, one commander, valued glory over lives, valued pride over truth, valued ambition over duty, public outrage, veterans groups outrage, congressional investigation, military embarrassment, statements issued, mistakes acknowledged, procedures improved, lessons learned, empty words, hollow promises, because happens again. Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia, everywhere, always. Commanders ignoring warnings, dismissing intelligence, sacrificing men for something, always something, more important than lives, than truth, than humanity. Memorials erected at Arlington, at Battalion Memorial, at Kasserine Pass, Tunisia preserved, battlefield preserved, memorial site, bronze plaques, names listed, 227 names, ranks, ages, hometowns, all there, all remembered, all honored. Finally, dedication reads, in memory of the 227 soldiers killed at Kasserine Pass, February 14, 1943. They attacked on orders, despite warnings, despite intelligence, despite truth. They trusted commanders, trusted leadership, trusted system. That trust was betrayed by a general who valued glory over lives, who ignored warnings, who dismissed truth, who ordered attack into massacre. This memorial honors the fallen, condemns a decision, preserves the truth. That one man's order triggered catastrophe. That pride kills. That warnings matter. That lives matter. More than glory, more than ambition, more than everything. We remember, we honor, we learn. Never again. Thompson died, 1969 stroke, age 78, retired, disgraced, forgotten, bitter, wrote memoirs, never published, too controversial, too truthful, too damning, blamed everyone, intelligence, staff, subordinates, never himself, never admitted fault, never showed remorse, never apologized, to families, to survivors, to anyone, died believing himself right, believing himself betrayed, believing himself victim, died wrong, about everything. His obituary brief, former Army officer, retired general, served North Africa. Nothing more. No mention Kasserine. No mention battalion. No mention 227. Just brief. Forgettable. Like him. But 227 remembered. Names on plaques. Names in archives. Names in report. Official report. Declassified report. Found report. Proving what families knew. What survivors knew. What everyone knew. That Thompson was warned. That Thompson ignored. That Thompson killed 227 men with one order, one catastrophic order, one prideful order. February 14th, 1943. Valentine's Day. Day of love. Day of death. Day when one man's order triggered catastrophe at front. Official report found. 70 years later. Proving truth. Vindicating warnings. Honoring dead. Teaching lesson. That pride kills. That warnings matter. That truth survives. Always survives. Even buried. Even classified. Even hidden. Truth survives. In reports. In archives. In families. In memory. Forever. Catastrophe Pass. February 14th, 1943. 227 dead. Because one order. One man. One catastrophe. Never forgotten. Never forgiven. Never again. We remember. We honor. We learn. Forever.